Remember that burst of energy that you had when you first left home? Or the butterflies you felt in your stomach when you met your first crush? Remember when you had the excitement to play on a sports team? Or when you realized that this one subject lit you up more than all the others? These were moments when you felt fully alive. You weren't just healthy, you were in flow, in complete sync with yourself, the world around you, and the people around you. You woke up excited in the morning. You believed in yourself. You had gumption. But then life happened. Responsibilities kept piling up. Burnout crept in. You started doubting yourself and maybe even felt lost at some point. So what happened to that gumption? And more importantly, how can we get it back?
Welcome to the Human Recovery Lab, where science-backed ideas meet real human stories about how life's hardest moments can become our healthiest comebacks.
If you're an immigrant or a first generation or second generation professional or someone who balances two worlds, you already know what gumption is. It takes extraordinary resilience and a sense of well-being to be able to leave everything behind and go and start fresh all over again with new realities, new cultures, and new expectations. But here's the thing, our grit, our resilience, also make us prime candidates for burnout. We take on more responsibilities. We try to validate ourselves in the same way we validated our needs with our parents. We carry some generational traumas around scarcity, and we end up trying to prove ourselves and working harder than we need to do. We tolerate things like stress, toxic environments, and overbearing demands. And before we realize it, our gumption starts draining away. Maybe a boss put you on a performance plan. A layoff shook your confidence. A relationship collapsed. Deep down, you know something is off. Burnout isn't about being tired. It's about your nervous system being stuck in survival mode for way too long. When your body is constantly on high alert, pushing, adapting, working overtime, trying to prove yourself, it starts to shut down. Your metabolism slows down, your creativity fades, and the things that once excited you stop being interesting to you. For immigrants and first-generation professionals, this isn't just personal, it is generational. Your ancestors survived war, migration, economic hardship, scarcity, and their resilience got you here, but it also left behind a nervous system wired for survival. And if you don't reclaim your gumption, you risk passing down exhaustion instead of wisdom. But here's the good news. Just the same way your body learned to survive, it can also learn to thrive. Gumption isn't lost. It is just buried under years of adaptations, expectations, and certain patterns that you can unwind. All you need to do is recover that gumption and remember who you were before all these layers piled on. So how do we get back to that energy, that spark, that feeling of being truly alive? Well, it starts with three things that I want to leave you with today. Step one is simple. Get out of your head and into your body. Gumption is a full body experience. It is confidence, it is movement, it is aliveness. If you're stuck in your head, you can't access it. So the next time you feel stuck, don't think about what to do. Move, dance, stretch, shake it off. Your body remembers how to be free. You just have to listen. Step two is about protecting your energy. Some people, some environments, some jobs drain your energy. You know what they are. I call them gumption vampires because they take and they feed off your energy, leaving you drained and a shell of who you are after spending time in them or with them. Think about your life right now. What is the number one thing that drains you? A toxic workplace, endless overworking, social comparison? Well, it's time to start setting some boundaries because your gumption is worth protecting. Step three is the most important, which is to remember. Remember who you were before burnout. Remember who you were before expectations, before society told you who to become. Remember that gumption is not something that you need to build from scratch. All you need to do is recover it. So go back to the things that made you feel alive. Play the sport that you love. Pick up that hobby you abandoned. Spend time with the people who make you laugh until your stomach hurts. Your younger self knew the things that gave you joy. Go back, find them, and start creating space for them. The exhaustion you feel isn't just yours. It is the weight of generations before you. But that also means that healing is not just for you, it is for everyone that comes after you. When you recover your gumption, you break that cycle and you pass on energy instead of exhaustion, pass down freedom instead of fear, and you pass down wisdom instead of burnout. So think of this today. What is one thing that you can do to recover your gumption today and this week and this month and this year ahead? So let me know in the comments, what is one thing that used to make you feel alive? And how are you going to bring it back to today?
Be the first to know about new content, events, and our 3-month program by signing up at thehuman-.com/subscribe. And while you're there, you can take the Human Dash assessment. It's free, science-backed, and it shows you how stress and habits are shaping your health right now. And when you finish, you'll get an instant PDF report personalized with your readiness and self-compassion scores, outlining exactly where you stand and the first step you can take towards recovery.